Hi guys, so basically this video is where I went to like one of England's most haunted houses called the Ram Inn. And basically I didn't get to do an intro like when I was out and back at like the holiday cottage thing because my mum kind of surprised me with it. Yeah, she surprised me. I wasn't able to do an intro. I obviously asked the woman that I could record, so yeah, so able to, thank God. Anyway, this was in the Ram Inn. We also caught like a spirit banging on the door. If like it's at the end of the video, don't skip because you'll miss like kind of the baseline, if you know what I mean. Like me going in different rooms, like the bishop's room, the children's room. You also get to see the children's grave that they use for sacrifices. Yep, sacrifices. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I also caught a spirit. Yeah, it's actually really interesting. I went with my mum, my nana, and granddad, and we kind of got like a private little session thing. But also, be aware, near the end of August, October time, I'm coming back here and we're going on like a ghost hunt kind of thing. I think it's that, but we're coming back again for a proper tour around. We had kind of a quick tour because we kind of just turned up. Because, yeah, we're supposed to be closed today because there was supposed to be like a wedding thing. So we were literally like half an hour, 40 minutes before the wedding begun. So she gave us a quick tour and I kind of filmed it. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy it. Here you go.
Carpenter's marks on the old beams. The carpenter's marks. So it was like a jigsaw puzzle when they put it together.
Oh, yeah.
You know what carpenter's marks are?
No.
So that's how they put the beams together. You know, they made notches on them like Lego. But then we got witches' marks up there, which are warding off evil spirits. See that triangular one? And a lot of people have died around here. But I don't know if it's dead people or whether it's just a bit of a special place.
It's the bishop's room.
No.
Isn't the bishop's room supposed to be the most haunted?
It's supposed to be, but it depends. Are we all there? Right, what's this step here? Watland door walnut, horsehair, bamboo and mud. That's quite old. What's that step?
Thanks.
We used to run it as a bed and breakfast, so the place is basically left the same as it was when Dad turned it into a guest house in 1972. Ah.
Loads of
Oh,
like,
she is.
Is she coming here?
Whoa.
She's been here.
Welsh, isn't she?
She's been here. No, she comes from Yates. It's about 5 miles away.
Oh, sounds
No,
Welsh.
she's got a Bristol accent.
Oh, Bristol.
A lot of local people hate her. People hate her. It's a bad reputation she gives us with her accent. This is where the mummified cat was found in this fireplace.
Kobe was. Oh no, it was something else.
Wait, was this the room where the candle fell?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That's where
recognise
they-
that.
They were sat in that chair, yeah. and it fell
Yeah,
in it.
I can remember.
Can they sit in the same chair that Sam and Kobe sat in?
Go on, get someone to take a picture in it.
Oh yeah, one to leave we take a break, don't we?
That's where the candle fell in Sam and Colby. I recognise it from Sam and Colby. That's where the candle fell.
She's an addict. Come on, let's go into the children's den then. Yeah, why not? Ask me dad, he was presented with the American flag that flew over Capitol Hill once because Stephen Hopkins went on the Mayflower and discovered America, so to say. Just ripped off the Indians, didn't they? But yeah, he lived up the road. Yeah, Watland Daub.
What is it?
It was originally one big room, but Dad partitioned it off so it could be a single guest room. And do you know Daz Black on YouTube?
Yeah, I watched
Have you
him
seen
too.
him stood in front of that door and run
Yeah.
away from it? It was hilarious. I've never seen a bloke so fat run so fast in such a small space. And he almost sat on the cameraman's lap.
Yeah, I watched it. It was funny.
That door keeps opening on people. It's mad. And I've got 16 CCTV in here, so I've got a camera out there and a camera in here. So when it happens, I can see that nobody's messing around with the latch. This is the witch's room. This is nice. Right.
It's the Ouija board.
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? my boyfriend's best mate made that. He's an X-ray screen manufacturer, and he made us a Ouija board out of the X-ray screen material. It's like X-ray screen material. So when you go and have an X-ray in hospital,
It looks like glass.
yeah, no, it's heavy, mind. Because he was bringing celibacy into the church, so he seemed to be having a relationship with a woman. So you're a witch, Bernard.
This room feels weird than the other ones.
Yeah, it's got a
they
funny feel, hasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they do feel different. There's different spirits in each room, obviously, but I don't know why that is. I'd sleep in this room, but not that one or the den. I don't like them.
This one does feel weird.
It does feel a bit different.
It's an amazing place.
But were you knocking on that door when you were arrived?
No.
No,
I heard
No.
somebody banging. I thought.
I don't know, so we just...
I think she just came round to photograph it.
Yeah, we never touched anything.
No, it's not a problem. It's just that people do think it's a front door and it might get answered. But
Isn't this where Sam and Colby did the Estes method?
yeah, come on in.
She knows every bit about it.
I've always wanted to do the Estes method.
Yeah, it works. It really does, especially when you get significant answers. This is possibly a Saxon barn, a Saxon church, because of the size of it. But if you
Oh,
look,
this was actually a church.
yeah, when you look back at the wall, with Dad, there was a wall there on the left which made it a lot narrower. And if you look at the dimensions of a Saxon church, they were quite narrow and quite high. But Dad bought this roof because it was a flat asbestos roof years ago, and he thought I'll put a lovely roof on top of it and make it into a beautiful space. But the roof was too
Gives it
big.
more character,
Yeah.
doesn't it?
Well, it used to be. We got pictures of it originally being that sort of roof, and but the roof was too wide. So back then there weren't any planning permissions that needed to be sought. So we just knocked down the outside wall, made it bigger, and plonked the roof on top. But yeah, it's a very active place. This barn is. We've got a highwayman that comes out in the mirror there.
Whoa.
That's why all the mirrors are here to sort of reflect,
Yeah, they like that.
reflect the energy. Yeah,
Like a portal.
yeah.
Like, are they good? Or they must be
Not
good?
all good. The highwaymen
Yeah.
were never good. He was the last one to be hung in Gloucester for robbing the carriages. And there's a big
There's the
moat.
ram.
It's about 7 foot high. Yeah, that's wicked, isn't it? That's the
Does.
last one I got. Actually, I've got to take a photograph of that for Joseph.
I can remember.
Because that's where you normally get your stuff.
I can remember Sam and Colby said there's like two devils here called the Incubus and the Succubus.
It's the same demon, males and females.
Yeah.
But it depends on its prey as to what sex it portrays itself. So if it's attacking men, it's going to turn into a woman, and if it's attacking females, it turns into a man. But I don't believe demons are stupid enough to come down to this plane. I know a really good demonologist that worked in the Vatican, and he said that they're too important to come down here and do stuff like that. So don't worry about demons. But they do have mimics that mess around in your head and pretend to be stuff that they're not. So that handprint on that piece of glass on the right.
Oh
I
yeah.
had 20 people in here last night all taking photographs of that. It looks a bit
Very
freaky.
delicate.
I don't know. People draw all sorts of things in the nose. If you let them get dusty enough, they'll leave you all sorts of strange messages. Pint was pulled, and this was what they called a private room where they used to put the children because
It's okay.
children weren't allowed to mingle with adults, and at the time women had to go in one bar and men in another. So there were lots of separate rooms, and that was the old bar down there when we moved
I
in.
can remember years ago the clubs used to have a place just for men.
Yeah, yeah. And the kids were screwed out of the way, and they used to call it the private room as well. And when we moved in, this had private on the door, and that was my bedroom for a bit. I was in a caravan down the garden quite some time because Dad had renovated this for years.
Whoa.
See the flagstone floors? Well, this is the oldest
Oh,
part.
the original.
Yeah. And if you come on this bit, you can see how they've worn down where people have come in through this bit over hundreds of years.
Whoa. Isn't that the children's grave?
It certainly is, young lady.
But why is it called the children's grave?
Because that's where they put the children.
Seriously?
Yeah, Dad found the remains of a child
Oh.
in there and a broken dagger. And apparently
That's
the broken
gross.
dagger means it's a sacrificial killing. And the church is on
Take
top
photo
of a
of that for
pagan
me,
worshiping
please.
site.
Yep.
And they were helping the rest of the community. They didn't know about God or anybody
That's
like
a
that.
big
So what
one.
they
That's
believe
all I
in.
did.
That's all they knew.
That I
And
couldn't really like.
apparently,
No, I just couldn't want it.
that part of the building was part of a missing wing that had an infant school in it and a workhouse. Dad used to run the mortuary next door, and it could be a mortuary passage or it could be something else. But there's a little hole under this fire pit, and we've never emptied the ash. If you look down there, we've had to put a stone across it because it keeps filling up with water with the water table rising now. So when it was drier, we emptied all the crap out of there and put. If you look at this picture, we put a mobile phone on the end of a broom handle and took a photograph of what we'd excavated, and it was the top of an arch there, which is down there and pointing that way. So I sent this photo to Wessex Archaeology. They're quite renowned people for excavating things.
I was in my family history, and there's one village from Durham.
Oh yeah.
One village in Gilbert. My relatives lived there, and they moved away.
Yeah.
And the church sent their people after them because they paid rates.
Oh, I've
It's
been
only
there,
about a
little
penny
church.
or
They were
whatever it
scared.
was.
They needed
And
the alms.
they sent them to Sunderland, so they, the money they owed. They followed them to Sunderland.
Should have had a shorter rope round them, shouldn't they? And dragged them back.
Yeah, they moved away without paying the rates.
Yeah.
So they sent the
Yeah.
henchmen, or whatever they called it, at the time.
I do. Yeah. I'm sure. Yeah. The wardens would have done that down here because
Well,
they were
that-
getting pissed up.
You've just totally made my daughters. I was like, we can go and take photos. I didn't even tell her we were coming.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's
2
the
minutes
best thing, just in
before-
case you can't get in. Yeah.
Oh, no, I didn't expect to come in. I didn't.
No.
We've
know
been,
at all.
we've been to a
It's
castle,
just-
the Barclay Castle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they used to own this.
And she got bored with that.
I'll give you a card, but I haven't got one.
Oh, that's
Oh, that's fine. That gone into it.
You see, that's a ship's pinnacle. What the steering wheel used to be
Oh,
attached
yeah.
to. My granddad was bombed by a torpedo in World War II in Virgin Navy.
Alright.
So he was only 34 when he was died. So Dad's got all this sort of ship's memorabilia.
It's mental, isn't it?
It's
It's
certainly
an
a
amazing
bit of
place,
curiosity.
isn't it?
What's that bang you just heard?
Was that you, Meg?
No, that wasn't me.
There's nobody here, is there, apart from us? Did you get that on camera?
I did.
Yeah, I got it on camera. That wasn't me.
Upstairs.
And she wasn't like a door shutting.
But you. But you. Bastard.
Wait, it smells different in here than
Yeah,
when it
this
did
is
before.
500 years newer, and that old window there. Look, that's the oldest timber frame window in the UK.
Really?
Yeah, and that's me dad on the right, and that's me on the left. The room's gallery.
Never
Wait,
guess.
Simon Gobi said that he got dragged out of bed once.
Yeah,
And slid down.
yeah. My dad used to sleep here, and he used to get messed around.
He
with
was white hair. And
Yeah, you're mad. Well, he lived till 85.
Did
Well,
he live here?
Damn.
Yes, he lived here for
He
50
lived
years
here.
on his own. We moved.
You've got a very interesting family history.
Yeah, I can't. I haven't got time to tell you. But yeah.
Maybe another time. But anyway, thank you
Definitely.
so much.
You're welcome. Thanks for popping in.